Hi everyone, my name is Irmawati Simaunso. I am an English teacher at SMPN 37 Medan, and I'm also a student of Magister of English Education at HKBP Nomensen University. Thanks for my beloved lecturer, Mrs. Dr. Rosdiana Raja Guguk M. Hum, helped me to understand about behaviorism and foreign language learning. What is behaviorism? Behaviorism in education is a branch of psychology that focuses on how people learn through their interaction with the environment. It is based on the idea that all behaviors are acquired through conditioning, which is a process of reinforcement and punishment. According to this theory, learning is a change in observable behavior that results from experience. Behaviorism theory in education focus on change in behavior that can be observed as a result of the learning process. According to this theory, learning occurs through stimulus response, reinforcement, and habituation. Now we are going to the next part is history of behaviorism. Behaviorism started as a reaction against introspective psychology in the 19th century. There are some experts of behaviorism theory. The first one is Ivan Pavlov. Ivan Pavlov say that behavior change stems from environmental influence. Learning will be exhibited in an observable behavior change. And then all behavior comes from the formula stimulus response. John B. Watson say that broke the work of other important psychologists together theory in behaviorism. Further understanding on how the theory would bring psychology closer to being a scientific field. Learning must be observable and measurable. Internal processes were irrelevant as they are impossible to measure or observe. B.F. Skinner said that a better understanding of how internal processes contribute to the theory, greater understanding of operant conditioning including reinforcement schedule. And then the third one is practical application of behaviorist theory to the classroom and education setting. There are 4 behavior principles. They are 1. Behavior is controlled by consequences. 2. Reinforcement or rewards increase or strengthen behavior. 3. Punishment decrease or weakens behavior. 4. Extinction is the process of withholding reinforcement for a previously reinforced behavior. How to behaviorism theory works? Learning is behavior change. Comes from stimulus provided by instructor, become response by learners, and going to become reinforcement and provided by instructor. The role of learning. First is classical conditioning is when a natural stimulus become associated with a particular response. 2. Operant conditioning is a type of learning that occurs as a result of the consequences of behavior. 3. Observational learning is a type of learning that occurs as a result of observing the behavior of others. How we can learn about behaviorism theory? In the classroom, the behavioral learning theory is the key in understanding how to motivate and help students. Positive reinforcement is key in the behavioral learning theory. Without positive reinforcement, students will quickly abandon their response because they don't appear to be working. Repetition and positive reinforcement go hand in hand with the behavioral learning theory. Motivation plays an important role in the behavior learning. Positive and negative reinforcement can be motivators for students. For example, a student who receives praise for a good test score is much more likely to learn the answer effectively than a student who receives no praise for a good test score. There are some strategies to teach behaviorists. First is drills. Teacher may practice skill using drills pattern to help students see the repetition and reinforcement. 2. Question and answer. 3. Guided practice. 4. Regular review. And the last one is positive reinforcement. How to criticism of behaviorist theory? First, behavior therapy only modifies behavior, not emotion. 2. Behavior therapy fails to connect important factors in therapy or counseling. 3. Behavior therapy does not provide a process of understanding. 4. Behavior therapy seeks to eliminate symptoms rather than identify causes. 5. Behavior therapy is controlled and manipulated by the therapist. There are some ways to address commonly raised criticism against behaviorism theory. The emergence of contemporary theories that support behaviorism is evidence of the dynamic nature of behavior therapy, alongside its continued dominance in clinical field. Building on this foundation, it's wise for counselors to select and establish counseling approaches tailored to the personal characteristic and issue experienced by their client. There are some ways to apply behaviorist theory in real life. First is behavior management. Second is behavior therapy. The third one is behavior control. The fourth is health control. Now, we are going to what we get the benefit of behaviorism theory in education. In education, behaviorism is about utilizing reinforcement or punishment to shape student behaviors and outcomes. We can use this approach for teaching new information as well as behavior management. For example, a behaviorist teacher who would reward students with gold star or extra recess time when they correctly answer question in quiz. This example employs positive reinforcement to encourage students to memorize the correct answer. Next, reward is increase that likelihood of behavior, but punishment decrease the likelihood of behavior. What benefit that we get from behaviorism? First, works well with younger children. 2. Motivational benefit. What means works well with younger children? Younger children tend to respond very positively to positive reinforcement. Stickers, awards, and treats are highly motivating for them. Behaviorist techniques such as giving out grades for good work can be highly motivating. A student strives for an A grade because this reward for appropriate behavior. From young children to university students, behaviorism is an integral part of education system. Limitation of behaviorism. First, shallow learning. 2. Not addressing root behaviors. What means shallow learning? This generally leads students to try to memorize correct response rather than digging deeper into understanding a topic. And then, what means not addressing root behaviors? When using behaviorism as a behavior management technique, we tend to punish misbehavior without understanding why a student is misbehaving. Thank you for your watching for my video. We can see for the next meeting. Thank you everyone. Now, after this part, I will give you some references from where I can get the information about behaviorism of learning language. Here you are. Okay everyone, hoping you understand about my explanation. We can meet again with the next meeting. Bye.